Hearts of Iron Force Caesarreich depicts a world in which a more destructive Great War fundamentally changed the socio-political landscape of Europe and the world. With the progressive era in America being stillborn due to the assassination of William McKinley failing, the United States found themselves on a wholly different trajectory, eventually joining the Central Powers in World War I. Material conditions thanks to blockades, unrestricted submarine warfare, no funding from Washington for the Entente are significantly worse in Europe for the Allies. This, coupled with a victorious summer offensive in 1918 by the Germans, would result in the rebellion of the French Reserve Army and a Pyrrhic victory for the Reich. Europe, however, would be irreversibly changed. The eve of the Great War resulted in the so-called Red Winter, when a wave of revolutions, uprisings, and protests ended the last glimmers of the old order in one final orchestra of unbridled violence. Over on the American continent, the iron heel of unreformed capitalism holds unrivaled power and wealth, while the empire of the dollar is now at an all-time high. In Europe and its colonies, the fragile order that Germany created after the war is constantly threatened. In Berlin, Social Democrats won the struggle against the Kaiser and the revolutionaries. The Europabund stands as the beacon of liberty but Britain finds itself under the guise of Williamson's National Socialists since the Labour government failed. France and its revolutionary Armée Nationale des Volontaires under Céline are poised for revenge, and in Italy, perhaps most significantly, Arturo Regeni ushered in a new socio-political movement which Cares colloquially called national mysticism, with a goal of nothing less than ushering in a new spiritual age, a new faith, and a new culture for a reborn man free from the profane materialism of modernity. An age of renewed and virtuous imperial ideal against what is perceived as modernist decadence and failure. But this revolution of faith is not the only revolution. Since the Red Winter ended, the few successful socialist nations have firmly established themselves in the political landscape, and it is only a question of time until a second revolution will begin, and war shall arrive at the doorstep again.